August 14th, big day. Bloodbath for the overall markets. We closed down 800 points on the Dow as the 10 and 2-year Treasury yields inverted. What does that mean? Okay, let me start with a little economic lesson so you guys understand. Whenever the market's down big or up big, I always like to explain why so you understand what's going on and why markets are moving. The reason why we're down big today is because the 10-year yield or the 10-year bond yield inverted with the 2-year bond yield. Usually, longer-term bonds carry higher rates and higher yields. Okay, so the 10 and 30-year bonds usually have higher rates versus the 2 and 5-year. When that changes and that flips, so like today when the 10-year has a lower bond yield than the 2-year, it's said that the yield curve is inverted. Why is that important? Because every recession that we have ever had has started with an inverted yield curve. Now, that does not mean every single inverted yield curve has led to a recession, because it has not. There has been times where the yield curve has inverted and a recession did not follow. But every recession has had an inverted yield curve. That's why it's a big deal. It doesn't mean recession. I, for one, do not think we are going to go into a recession. So I think this is one of the instances where you get an inverted yield curve and we don't go into a recession. But the other thing you have to understand is that, like, we inverted the 10 and 2-year today, but then took it back. Okay, so the 10-year actually was finished not inverted and not lower than the 2-year. So it needs to invert and has to stay inverted for like a few weeks, I think, before we have like real trouble. But that's why the market was down big today. And when we came in on this gap down today, the pre-market game plan was SPY puts on deck, long TVIX on deck. I thought we were going lower today. I actually said if anyone that's watching this video, if you guys are part of the TGD fam, and you were in pre-market today, you remember I had a whole conversation about, guys, if we get below 287, things could get ugly. I was like, today could end up being a very, very ugly day. And I said, SPY puts on deck. That was my exact words this morning, and we nailed it. Not to mention my swing trade from yesterday. I bought ROKU puts yesterday that I closed out today for 151% gain. If you missed that video, go back and watch my video from yesterday that talks about the ROKU put option trade. Awesome lesson in that trade about RSI divergence on the daily chart. Awesome lesson. Go back and check that out. Yesterday, I bought the 140 strike Friday expiration put options on ROKU at $4 a contract. I sold out of my last take profit today at $10.05 a contract. That's 151% gain. If you missed that video from yesterday, go check it out. Then we came in today, nailed some SPY put options for an 83% gain. I left a ton on the table. Even still so, I left a ton on the table with an 83% gain on SPY put options. And then I bought more SPY put options today for a swing trade that I'm now holding into tomorrow because I think we're going to get a little bit more downside tomorrow. So all in all, guys, today was a big day. I'm going to go through and break down these trades with you. I'm going to touch upon the ROKU trade first. I'm not going to go over the analysis just for the sake of time on this video. If you missed this video from yesterday, please just go back, watch the video. I'm telling you, it's a great lesson, guys, about RSI divergence on the daily chart. I entered the 140 strike Friday expiration put options on ROKU right there yesterday, and my final take profit today was right there. Okay, so here I bought them at $4 a contract, and here I sold them at $10.05 a contract. All right, so go check out that video. The reason why I ended up getting flat these put options when I did was I actually started to notice some relative strength in ROKU compared to the overall markets. We were down like 650 points, and ROKU was actually holding up pretty well, all things considered. you weren't seeing like a panic sell-off in Roku or a rush to just dump and liquidate Roku. It was a low volume selling day. It wasn't like a real high volume sell-off. Like, look at Roku's volume today, okay, compared to the last 2 days. So very light volume on the sell-off today. There was no real panic in Roku. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to get greedy with this trade. I'm up 150%. I'm essentially shorting by buying put options. I'm betting against one of the strongest stocks in the entire market in Roku. I mean, Roku literally is one of the strongest stocks in the market. So I said, I'm not going to get greedy. If Roku is showing me relative strength, let me lock in that trade, book those profits, and keep it moving. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. Here you can see where we at. At 11:43 a.m., final take profit Roku, 140.816 puts at 10:05 from the $4 entry yesterday. Okay, so there was the final take profit for 151% gain. Now moving on to today, the SPY. So the SPY today, like I said, put options on deck for the SPY on the big gap down. When I take it to the daily chart, this is the level that I'm looking at. Okay, I'm really looking for this support level that you guys can see. Let me zoom in a little bit further. Okay, see these two lows right here, back-to-back days. This is a nice little support area that I said if we broke below, I thought we were going to continue lower. Okay, so that was my level that I was looking at, and I was looking for us to get below. So right off the bell, we had the gap down. We pushed a little bit off the open. I waited for this first red kind of pullback candle, and this was a deep pullback, and right in here is where I bought SPY put options. Okay, here you guys can see I bought today's expiration 287 strike at 72 cents. My stop loss is going to be if the SPY essentially made a new high of the day. Okay, so if we got above 288.75, I would have stopped out of this trade and let the market just push back up. But once that initial opening bounce got rejected, that's when I jumped in. I said, my stop's the high of the day. I'm going to look to ride this thing down. And if we get below 287, I think we roll. Now, right off the bat, when I entered those puts, we rushed right down to test that support level at 287.50. And the level was really 287 to 287.50. Almost immediately, like minutes after I bought these contracts, they shot to over $1. So I said, all right, well, screw this. I mean, I'm up. You know, they went all the way up over $1. So right away, I sold 25% of my position at $1.04. Just 3 minutes after my entry. But why not? You know, it was a big, I mean, they just shot right up. And I was like, whoa, the volatility on these contracts was crazy because it's today's expiration. So literally on that little move, I took some profit. I know it was really, really quick, but, you know, buying them at 72, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at $1, $1.02, $1.05. It was just too enticing to not take any off. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, this is a support level, so let me be smart here in case this support level holds. I don't want to get caught in a double bottom, okay, because you had the potential to put in a double bottom right here. We end up bouncing back up, okay, and it looked for a second like we might be putting in a double bottom, but then this yellow line, the trade line, comes into play and holds it down and rejects us right back down to the low of the day. Right there, guys, this candle, that rejection is what made me say, okay, you know what, I think we're golden here. I think we're going to roll. And then I took out and I drew a downtrend resistance line across the lower high. Okay, I drew a downtrend resistance line across the lower high, and I said we might form a descending triangle that I'm going to look for us to break down and roll. And sure enough, guys, we did. Okay, you can see here we got rejected again at this downtrend resistance line, which at this time lined up with VWAP. And you can see this downtrend resistance line really stuck and really held here real nicely. And then we just rolled over and started to just sell off. And during this sell-off is where I got flat my position. You guys can see I took more off at $1.12, the bulk of my position, and my final take profit at $1.32. Okay, for an 83% gain, and I still left a ton on the table. I got flat right there, and look how much lower we went. Ugh, we went all the way. Ugh, look at that. We went so much lower. I left so much. These contracts went like over $3. I left so much on the table. But I honestly, I didn't really think we were going to go down this low today. I was playing this because there was a nice little area, if I take it to a 15-minute chart, I'll show you the area I was looking at. My next little potential support level was 286.50, and it was right here. Okay, so you see this little previous pivot high on the 15-minute chart. We broke above it on August 7th. We pulled in, held support, and that's when the rally occurred. So I thought we were going to have some support down there at 286.50. So that's why, go back to the intraday chart, that's why right here is where I got flat. Okay, there's that line. There's that 286.50 line. So that's why I got flat there. I was happy with the 83%. It was a nice trade, but I left a ton on the table. I could have got so much more out of that trade, but so I bailed on it a little too soon. Then what we notice here is this downtrend resistance line, okay, stayed resistance all the way later this afternoon. Look at that resistance. It's back. This downtrend resistance line that held the market down in the morning, held it down again in the afternoon. And now I'm saying to myself, all right, if we can't break above this downtrend resistance line and make a push back above VWAP, I think this market goes lower. So when we were pushing up here against this downtrend resistance line, I took the opportunity right here to buy some more put options on the SPY, but this time for a swing trade, looking for the market to continue lower tomorrow. I don't really see a catalyst to take us higher. A Trump tweet, I don't think is going to do it. We got the Trump tweet yesterday. Okay, and that was, we're going to delay the tariffs. U.S. and China trade officials are going to start up talks again. That was yesterday. Well, that went right out the window this morning. We took all that back. So nobody cares about that anymore. I can't imagine another just little tweet is going to reverse the market and turn it around. I think we're going to go a little bit lower. I think the selling pressure from today has a little bit more left in it. So that's why I entered a swing trade, and I bought the 285 strike Friday expiration put options at $2.53. Because it's a swing trade, I cannot buy today's put options. Earlier in the morning, I bought the 814, August 14th expiration, which is today. If I'm doing this for a swing trade, I can't buy those contracts because they expire at the close today. So I need to buy the next expiration, which is Friday, and that's the August 16th, and that's why I bought the 285 816 puts at $2.53. Okay, now let's fast forward. We're trading a little bit lower here now after the close. Let's fast forward here, and here we go. Right here, we make a new low of the day, and then Donald Trump tweets again. Okay, basically says we're winning it with China. The economy's great. The Fed screwed up big time. And just putting more pressure on the Fed and all of that. And that's what had, algorithms still react to his Twitter account. It's insane. As soon as he tweets, algorithms react. And that's literally all that was. That was that move right there, where algorithms reacting to his Twitter account, and then it pulled right back in. So right there is where I took profits off the table, just because you never know when he tweets. You never know what these algorithms are going to do. So I said, you know what? I've got full risk right now because I'm in the full position. If we gap up tomorrow, I'm going to take a hit. So let me take some profits off the table. I was up about 25% on the trade at the time. So you can see here, I took some profit off at $3.17. Okay, so $3.17, I took some off the table, and now I'm holding on to the bulk, and we are trading lower, new fresh low right now as we speak, actually, 283.59, brand new low. So brand new low as I'm making this video, and I'm holding on to these puts, guys, looking for a move tomorrow down to 282. All right, I'm looking for a move to test this support level, this double bottom. Okay, I think we're going to do something like this. I think we're going to open up tomorrow. We're going to push lower. We're going to test this area, and then we're going to try to bounce. Okay, so I have put options. My target on this is 282. If we get below 282, then you're looking at 280 and a test of the 200-day moving average. But I will assess that tomorrow morning and see how much momentum there is to the downside if we do actually go lower. And if we do go lower, I will absolutely be taking profits off at 282, And if the momentum and selling pressure is just intense, maybe I'll hold on to a piece. But more likely than not, if we get to 282, I'll probably be flat these put options. Okay, so that's the game plan. I closed out a swing trade today. I opened a swing trade today, and we nailed a day trade. All options. Today was all about options. I closed out the ROKU put options, 151% gain. We had the intraday day trade SPY put options, 83% gain. And I've got the SPY put options swing trade that I'm still holding, looking for more downside tomorrow. So today was all about options. Great day. Not a good day for the markets, but good day for us in True Trading Group. All right, guys, like, comment below. I answer all the comments. I really do appreciate the love and all the likes. If you guys like the content that I'm putting out, make sure you subscribe. Flick the notification button to make sure that you are updated every time I post a video, because the videos, I like to jam-pack them with different lessons, both mental and technical. And then be sure also to follow me on Twitter, MikeEdward_TTG. All right, take care, everybody. It's been a good week. Looking to keep the momentum going. And we'll see what happens here with the SPY tomorrow. Take care, everyone.